presented by the ladies of
You're
IRacing.
live.
Welcome to the ladies of iRacing Street Sock Series, the Ugly Sweater Party 100, presented by the ladies of iRacing. I'm one of the broadcasters, Greg Hectus. With me is Chris Scales and
Good evening.
Tony Rochette. Might not be back yet.
I know. I don't think he is. I was like, "Where's the noisemakers?" We're going to be completely lost without noisemakers. Yeah, we're missing Tony Gross tonight, but I figured any Canadian will do.
Bring in another fellow Canadian to help you guys out.
Really appreciate it, man. I think you're in for a good show tonight.
Well, and Chris, tell us how this ugly sweater race idea came for these ladies.
Honestly, I have no idea whose idea it was in the league, but I'm glad they did it. It's because it was a great idea. I'm still getting the stream pulled up, and I along with our technical difficulties, sometimes we just bring stuff on ourselves, like joining the race the wrong way, which usually Groves does. But since he wasn't here, I did it for him, and so I can't really mess with anything too much in the race yet. I'm afraid to scroll around too much and accidentally join. So I haven't had a chance to look at too many of the paints yet, but that's probably one of the things I've been looking for the most about this one.
Well, we're about 2 minutes into the qualifying here. Looks like a bunch of them are already out on track setting times. Jess Wooten seems to have the fastest time at a 49.878 here so far. Still out on track, trying to set some times here. We'll see how it goes here. Just starting to look at some of the paint jobs here. It'll be a lot better once they're all out on the grid together here, and hopefully when Tony joins us here, we can get some sound effects going and
Yeah.
enjoy it. Did anybody, since a lot of these cars are painted up like wrapping paper, did you get the wrapping paper sound effect?
I don't know. Maybe that's what he went to go do.
Hey, everybody.
There's Tony, finally.
Scared the crap out of me.
Anybody that was falling asleep might be woken up now. For the start of the race here, it looks like most of them are getting their laps done here. I'm out on track watching Danielle Rutherford here set some time. She's second fastest right now. Looks like she's finishing up.
I'll say the closest thing to a wrapping paper I got, I went to the freezer to get some bomb pops, so that's about the closest wrapping paper I got.
Gotta rip it.
Bomb pops are awesome.
Isn't it a little cold in Michigan for bomb pops?
When you're used to the one thing I've learned about being used to cold weather and having it in the wintertime is no matter when it's cold, it's not gonna matter what you eat. It's, it can be warm or cold. I'll eat ice cream in the wintertime and I'll eat ice cream in the summertime, right? It doesn't matter.
I've got brain freeze just thinking about it.
It's because you've been sheltered in warmer climate.
I say, come on, you're in Indiana. It ain't that warm down there.
I hate it. It's cold and it's dark. I want the sun to come back already.
And flat.
It's so flat.
So it looks like Jessica O'Hare has finished up her lap as well here. It looks like the only car still out there qualifying is Hannah Howell. She's 15th on the board right now with a 53.3. Still going around to setting some laps here, but it looks like everybody else has completed their laps.
Hannah was one of our winners from a couple races back. So, but in that race she won, I believe she qualified towards the back. So I don't know if it matters where she qualifies. She's probably going to end up in the front.
Looks like the time started. She just put in a 50.5, so she definitely got some more speed out of the car there. So looks like she's finished up and slowing down here to bring it in. Maybe she does it on her second lap.
Oh, the good old grandstands in turn 3 and 4 at Michigan. Now there's just nothing in turn 3 and a party deck in turn 4.
Now, this is going to be an interesting race because, Michigan in any of the big cars is a drafting race. Now, with a car that needs momentum, it's going to be more critical to be drafted. I'm sure here today we're going to see these cars pretty tight together.
Oh yeah, I pretty much guarantee it. Like I said, the way these ladies have raced so far, I mean, it's been bumper to bumper for groups of 3 to 5 cars.
Yeah, it's always the top 3 or 4 that are always nose the bumper there, and coming out of turn 2 might be a problem for them because that's usually tight.
And if any of the cars have any little bit of slip up, the momentum loss could set a chain reaction, or you're gonna go backwards too, right?
Oh yeah.
So the good thing about this week too is it's the fun week of being part of iRacing too. We get the week 13 races, and you get the all the new build stuff. Obviously, on the oval side, wasn't a big week for the oval side, but there are some minor changes to some of the stuff, and I'm trying to look here if anything changed on the street stock cars in the last little cup or the build here to find out.
Talk about the one cool thing we got that I'm gonna race after we get done with this tonight, probably. That new 3 mile, well, the new old 3 mile iRacing super speedway.
I say the track formerly known as Coke Speedway and the iRacing Speedway, that might be Coke Speedway again, but who knows?
Yeah,
Future home of ladies of iRacing race, maybe.
That would be interesting in these cars because
Jeez.
it'd be a long lap for these cars too.
I wonder if you could get these cars going that much faster with a little bit more track and banking.
I think the corners would, because the banking's so steep, I think you'd probably lose speed on those cars. I don't think it would hold them up anymore. It would scrub speed because they're not fast enough.
Watch cars tumble down the banking.
You gotta stay off the high side because it just slides down. Wears off your tires just by cheese grating them.
So it looks like we got about a minute left. I think all the ladies have finished up their qualifying. Looks like we only have one lady that hasn't qualified. She did practice, so maybe she's just trying to start from the back. Rhea Ferris is back there. Now,
let's say, how about that chick named Chris J. Scales?
You missed that. We talked about that at the beginning, that he had the. I'm the newbie here trying to get set up for this broadcast for you guys or with you guys, and I was able to sign in because I got the proper instructions, I guess, Chris. I followed them properly.
Yes, exactly. It's not hard.
No, it's not. I'm 3 for 3. Come on now.
I mean, if Mike Ellis hears me talk about this, it was actually pretty easy to sign in on the Beta UI.
Yeah, that's the one thing. They make it very easy to do. Like, it's just a tap. That's why I said you were looking for it on the website. Like, no, that's the one thing you probably just don't want to do there. It's actually easier to do on the new UI. It's the only thing that's easier to do on the new UI.
Well, he's got to sign into or use the UI to use the car viewer.
There's a whole bunch of nice things, and I think as we go through the night here, we can talk about some of that stuff that kind of benefits, because some of these paint jobs going through the field here, we'll list off the field as we start rolling here in a sec. But I'm guessing a lot of these paint jobs, the way that they were painted, maybe they were using that iRacing in the Beta UI, that viewer now for when you're painting, which makes it a lot easier to get through the paint job to get it to 100% faster, getting what you need done on the car. So especially these cars with the detail that is put into these paint jobs. I don't know. Tony Groves painted up his wife's car, right? Lisa's.
Yeah, and that's really impressive too, because painting's hard, and a lot of these drivers are rookie drivers, or at least haven't been around for all that long.
You know, he forgot to put an aftermath sticker on there.
Oh man,
Did he forget to brand his own car?
Well, at least it doesn't have that weird fish beaver thing on it. Bet you Lisa told him no.
So a little bit of details for this race before we get to go to the grid here. It's a 50-lap race with cautions, but this week cautions are not counting, or caution laps are counting as we go, which will count down the race. They just went through their qualifying. Pit road speed limit is 55 miles an hour. And here, let's take you through the grid here as we go. So on the pole for the start of the race is Jess Wooten. Outside is Danielle Rutherford. Who's on road 2, Chris?
I couldn't tell you because I'm watching the broadcast, and so yeah, I'm seeing Katie Marshall, and then I lose it. Katie Marshall running third there.
Unless the Queen's outside of her. Row 3 is Jasmine Beach and Angelica Timander. Row 4 is brought up by Lisa Gritmeyer and Jackie Swank. Row 5 is Vanessa Daly and Jackie Chalmers. Tony, you want to take the rest of them here?
And then we got starting 11th, we got Janice Tannerson, and 12th, Lynetta Roth, and Ashley Visser, Jessica O'Hara, Hannah Howell, and Rhea Ferris.
Got that pulled up now. If you need some help, Greg.
We're good to go. Looks like we're coming out of 4 here. Pace car's leading him down. He's going to take the hard left and go down pit road. And Jess is going to bring us to green here.
Green's out. Green flag.
Green flag's out. And we're off. 36 car of Casey Marshall quickly jumps to the inside here and gets the jump into turn 1 past Danielle.
Oh man, what a beautiful start so far of this race. Jess Wooten took that lead, didn't she?
Yeah, and it seems to be clean so far. Looks like Jess is trying to fight back on the outside here of Casey, and Casey having the lower line is able to prevail.
Yellow flag is out.
We got the 41 spinning there, and they're trying to. There's a wreck back there coming out of turn 4.
All right, so it looks like Daniela Rutherford is in that. Trying to see how that all transpired here.
Yeah, it looks like Danielle was kind of separate. If the action happened on back, imagine there was a 3 wide situation happening. I imagine it was right in there, but I lost track.
Looks like Danielle got a little bit loose by herself and going into the corner and just self-spun, and looks like she didn't collect anybody else, I don't think. Was there stuff further back?
I think they got through that just fine, actually.
Lynetta Roth and Janice are into something here on the front stretch after it, but I think it's all because they were trying to avoid Daniela. yeah, they were just 3 wide and they couldn't avoid, and they're just slowing up. It was just a chain reaction. Unfortunate collateral damage of that wreck solo spin there, but I'm not sure if there's much damage on some of these cars. We'll have to see as they get around here.
I'm loving all this red and green.
So let's focus start up the front here with Casey, who got the good start here. Seeing her car here, she's got looks like a gift wrapped car, and is that what it is? No, I'm trying to see what it's not showing up properly. What do you guys see for it? I see it says Elf. Is that Elf on the Shelf on the back?
I don't know. It looks like an angry gift wrapping to me.
It's like bullet holes. What bullet holes in a chain? Is that using chain to wrap the present?
Oh, kind of terrible at camera angles.
It's hardcore.
It's also it's really hard to know what they're intending to do with the paint as well. Is there? I'm trying to look. So there's no limit for fast repairs in this race, then?
I don't believe so.
I'm just looking here, and yeah, there's no thing. So it's an unfortunate how Danielle started up near the front there, and she had that self spin, but I think her car is going to be okay after. She doesn't look like she has any damage. For any of the ones that got caught up in it, Lana Roth, her Broncos paint job here seems to be all intact. I think she went and got it fixed down pit road, and Janice is coming back on too as well. So it looks like all the cars are back out and running again here.
It took me like 20 seconds just to find Janice's name. That's how good I am at this. Because I wanted to check out her paint. Get ugly.
The best part, the easiest part to do, Chris, is just have the relative or the result stuff up, and then just click their name, and then it'll find it on the track right away. But as we go along here, obviously, it would be normally Tony that would be Chris and the two Tonys tonight, but Tony couldn't make it, so I had to come in from the bleachers off of the IRacing podcast to help out the Aftermath guys, right?
And thank you very much for that, by the way, because you are carrying this probably as much or more than what we've asked Tony to.
Yep.
Well, and I just came off of spotting for a friend in another race for a snowball derby, so I'm kind of in depth into using all these apps to try and look at people racing instead of racing myself.
I had some technical difficulties, so everything is kind of upside down, and plus I just haven't found. I need another monitor is what I really need. So I have two set up. I really need a third to just see everything I need to see. We're going to need more cautions so I can look at more paints. This is going to be the one race where I would be okay if we could have a couple more.
So it looks like we're coming to green, or the pace car's pulling down pit road, made the sharp left, and Casey's going to bring us to green here.
Green's out.
Green flag,
Green flag.
and they're out running. Everybody looks like they got a good restart there.
Had a pretty good start last time, and so yeah, hopefully we just a little bit more of that. I mean, we were spaced out nice. Too wide would be good if we could. Oh, nope. Too wide ain't gonna happen. It's time to race.
Behind Casey, it's 2x2 right now. Coming off the corner here with Jess Wooten and Jasmine Beach. Now it looks like Lisa's fighting on the outside, using a momentum here, using that outside ride, running the high lane in 3 and 4 here, and using that momentum down the straightaway. It looks like she's going to get a good pull off of Jess in front of her here, coming down the front stretch. Nobody's pulling back to Casey here. Casey's kind of out front by herself, but 2x2 behind her here, running along.
You can see the effect that cool tires have even on these cars. I mean, they're getting a little sideways up there on that high side. Good shot of Angelica Timmerman's car. God, these paints are freaking awesome.
Man, I'm still trying to figure out the right camera angle.
I'm loving the texture ideas of some of these paints too. It looks really good. So Jess looks like she's prevailing here on the outside in the third place here, maybe or in the second here, and it's going to pull alongside here down the front straightaway. So right now the running order is Casey Marshall, Jess Witten, and Jasmine Beach in the top three. But there's still everybody's just not giving up an inch here on the track. Looks like Lisa's gone down to the bottom to go behind Jasmine here. Just see if she can make some headway in the bottom. Nothing was working on the top. Now I'm looking at Angelica's paint scheme here. She looks like she's got, she's even driving a different brand of street stock car in the Z28 Camaro.
Yeah, I've been saying stuff, Greg, but I have my microphone muted. So, but I was saying
That's always good.
Lisa's one of the faster ladies in the league, so I'd watch for her to make moves to the front. And I'm not just saying that because I'm biased, because it's Tony's wife, but she's consistently fast. She has had a lot of bad luck. Her and Janice both also won.
Oh, they're about to go 3 wide for. They bumped. They're bumping up. 27.
Yellow.
Angelica is upside down, and we were looking straight at that. She's upside down and gets it back going. She's on all 4 tires, but definitely has some damage there.
That was an awesome wreck. I mean, she just kind of would have stayed in the gas a little bit more.
I think what happened there is a little bit. Obviously, she was coming up because the 44 came off the car came up a bit, and the 12 car was out there. But I think once they got hooked together, they just couldn't get apart. But it looks like the 12 car's got a bit of damage, and now obviously the 27 car is back there. It's got damaged. I guess which happens when you end up on your roof, eh? That quick flip over there on your roof.
yeah, you'll get a scratch or two.
Now
watch the replay again now.
Let's say being flipped like that's fun in VR.
And so, it was so close to working, 3 wide, and that's the thing. You're like, well, I think it looks like it's going to be fine, and then you wiggle just a little bit too much. The car's touch.
Well, we know from our experience in racing too here, it's when you go 3 wide, the person in the middle is always the person on the inside doesn't know how far they should come up, and the person on the outside doesn't know how far they should go down. But they're always guessing, and sometimes you guess wrong, and that's what happens, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't always give all the room in the right places. You can't predict where everybody's going to go, and you can't predict where your own car's going to go. Sometimes you hit a bump and slides a foot farther than you thought it was going to.
Well, and I think what happened there too is Angelica got the run in the center, and maybe the 41 car underneath, or 44 car underneath didn't realize that she was right there, and it just as soon as she came up just a bit, it kind of changed the way that Angelica wanted to make that pass, and she just didn't. Just 3 wide sometimes there's too many variables involved that don't let you make it through that scenario if you're not paying attention to of where your car is going down the straightaway, right?
I gotta get back to the paints.
Let's do a top 5 order here. So Casey Marshall is still leading. She's led every lap since the start here. Jasmine Beach is second, and looks like Lisa's made her way up to third, with Jess and Alyssa rounding out the top 5. Now, let's look at the some paint jobs here. So,
yes,
Jasmine Beach. we're going to go on to her paint job here. So this is definitely an ugly sweater of all ugly sweater paint jobs, because this reminds me of any knitted shirt sweater that you would get at Christmas time.
Yeah, that one hurts a little bit. A lot of pickles or pixels. It's definitely ugly, but the wreath on the front is a nice touch.
Wonder if that helps bump drafting with having when you bang into the back of a car, the bell will make a noise so you know that you're touching the car.
Yeah, it's just Christmas
did you
spirit.
just say pickles?
Yeah, maybe.
Tony, this isn't the food test again on the aftermath.
Where?
Nah, I already ate my bomb pops. We're okay.
Pick another paint. Pick another paint.
All right, let's see here. We're gonna go. Why don't we go? Well, let's just go to the one on the inside before we go green. We got one lap to green here. We're on the backstretch, but we'll go to Lisa. And now we know this one is obviously painted the same type of way, but as the traditional ugly sweater way. But man, good job with the wood paneling that they was put on it.
Yeah, it's the Griswold's ride. Even has a tree which you couldn't put on the roof, obviously, so it's on the hood.
Which is awesome. It's great to see that some good classic Christmas movies inspire paint jobs here. So we're gonna
Clark 8 driving though.
Do you really want him to drive? Are we going through the infield and off a jump?
Lisa might before this is over.
I was gonna say we're missing we need a Gremlins car. That's a Christmas movie.
Green's out. Green flag.
Got to them all yet. Hopefully.
We can look through them. And we're going back to green. Casey brings us back to green. Lisa comes out of that on the inside. She's battling side by side here, going into turn one. Lisa prevails on the inside, but she's closely being hounded here by Jess.
Casey's trying to check out while they're battling behind her. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, Jasmine's following Lisa down the back straightaway here underneath Jess, and using the draft off of Lisa here to try and pull her way by, and she successfully makes the pass.
So they're definitely racing a lot better than what they did last month in Charlotte here. It's more organized, and we're getting at least some better drafting off it.
I think what's helping them is obviously they've had more time in the sim since the last race, right? But they've also, this is a nice wide track, they're wide open, and it's a lot of places to make strategic passes and methodical thoughts of where to put the car. So got a battle for second here. Jess Wooten still isn't letting Lisa get away. She's battling on the outside here.
This whole race is a battle, man. The whole field is pretty tight.
I mean, even if we're going further back, they're still 10th and so back, 10th to 13th. They're all still within about 2 seconds of the leaders, so everybody's hanging on here pretty good.
Pretty sure Tony's watching. Tell Lisa I'm gonna need at least one more caution. Probably two, really, to get through even half these paints.
Yeah, it's doing a really good job getting through seeing all this here. Now it looks like nobody's had anything for Casey yet up front, and it looks like the car in the lead here can kind of control the 2 lanes behind her.
I don't know. That really hasn't been wasn't the case at Charlotte. I don't know. Is Michigan that much different? Because it does seem like she's been able to check out just a little bit with them racing behind her. Until I said something.
I think
Clean air is king on a 2-mile speedway.
Yeah, and I think some of it too, though, is the draft works so well here because these cars punch such a big hole without having the horsepower. It's all the momentum that they got to carry, and it looks like Lisa's finally got the chance to get up here on Casey here and see what she's going to do with her.
Man, these cars are bunched up, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is about to get messy, I think.
I don't know if Tony's kicking himself for missing this race, but they are racing just as aggressively as anybody else out here. They're getting too wide everywhere, all the way back. I'm looking back off of Casey's car here, looking back up and seeing 2, and it looks like we're about to go 3 wide here, going into turn 1.
It didn't work last time.
Looks like they're picking a lane. Lisa's on the bottom. She's coming up a bit there. It looks like it's back to 2 wide. But they are just going for it here.
Oh, 62 just bounced up. Oh, right into the inside wall.
Yep. We're still green, though. 62 car is blown up. There's a big puff of snow coming from that car, and she's not moving right now. She just
Alyssa Queen.
She just quit out and gone back to the pits. Took the quick tow truck back to the pits.
Well, we still got a good battle up here for first and second there, and now third coming into the picture, side by side.
Didn't break them up much, did it?
No, it seems like everybody kept in it there. I mean, they're still within 2 seconds from first to about 12th or 13th here. They are definitely taking advantage of the runs that they're getting down that back straightaway. Of all of them, the back straightaway seems to be where the runs are coming from, but they're just not getting into the turn 3 to make a complete pass. Oh, we got a battle for 4th here.
I was going to say Lisa's looking.
Angelica has thrown her hat into the ring here and is starting to make waves on the outside here with the momentum she's carrying off of turn 4. She's drafting down the straightaway here. Going into turn 1, looks like she's going to complete the pass. She's now in 4th place. Oh, battling back on the inside.
Man, I don't know if you guys have your tires turn the sound for your tires up, but man, these things are screaming.
I'm sure there's nothing holding these cars down to the aerodynamic wise, so it's all mechanical grip. So I would say, oh, we got a battle underneath here for 5th, right on the bottom, running right around the white line there. What a nice pass.
Oh, 69 just got hit. Oh. We're going to have a Mark Martin? Nope.
Big wreck. Still green. It's still green. That's unfortunate that these cars are getting these wrecks and caution's coming out.
Yeah, they kind of it was right down there by the apron. They kind of spun right off the track, and I'm guessing iRacing didn't pick it up. I mean, that's Janice Tarson, the 3 car. I told you, she's one of the faster ladies in this league. Also has an awesome freaking paint. I can't say some of the stuff's on her paint, or I would. This is a G-rated podcast. Some of these ladies have kids that could be watching this show.
What do you think, it's podcast now? Broadcast?
What's that?
Saying podcast or broadcast?
Yeah, I said broadcast.
Oh,
What'd you hear?
It sounded like podcast.
Did you hear podcast? You heard podcast. What I said was broadcast.
I think we've said podcast so many times in our messenger this week. It's kind of ingrained in me.
No, I'm pretty sure you're right.
I was going to say,
I said podcast.
We don't need any more expletives coming out of your mouth, Chris.
I know.
So we're 20 laps into this race. Casey Marshall has led every lap, but it looks like the field is starting to get around halfway here, and they're starting to realize that it is time for business, I guess, to pick up. Is that the way we want to say? But I think it's a little early, but it's been like this since the start of the race, so I don't know how you can change it.
It's how they race, man. It's start to finish. Look at, man, Janice is hugging that white line. Lisa is going to have to be on her A game here. Look at that. Well, that was a little below the white line. Do we have a white line rule? It's going to be tested.
They don't have any rules on any other track but Talladega and Daytona, which is good because it brings out some good racing on this track. You don't want to go below the white line on the front stretch because there is one heck of a bump right at the start-finish line that will upset the car, especially when they need the momentum here. This is one of the better tracks to race at in iRacing too. It's such a wide track. You can make moves like this. Oh, we're going 3 wide.
God, man.
Sorts itself out again by the time we get to the corner. It looks like they want to try it every time getting into the corner, and they just can't seem to decide where they want to go.
Like real broadcasters, they talk through those 3 wide situations. We can't breathe.
I think the thing that I'm noticing is Angelica is definitely 3 wide behind her. Angelica's in the middle.
I'll say that car on the outside, she was going somewhere.
Yeah, she had some speed. Roth there had some speed on the outside, but looks like Angelica was able to ward her off by kind of just taking a shallower turn into turn 3 or 1 there, and kind of just broke the momentum.
Oh, I thought Lisa was going to have a run on Casey there for a second. That was close.
So Janice Tarson's here in 5th place on the bottom here, riding right behind Lisa. She's been here for a couple laps, and it looks like she's just riding. Oh, right behind her here comes back Roth. She's trying to get in there. She's gonna go 3 wide in the center here. Whoa! Oh, here we go. No! The 3 wide didn't work there, and we got a big one.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, there's a caution.
Oh, we got some cars that are doing some flippy flips in turn 1 there.
That was definitely the big one.
Man, that was some good racing.
No doubt.
So looking at it, it looks like Leonardo Roth had such a run on the straightaway here. I don't think Angelica knew that she was looking through the center. She was kind of just going to enter the corner. Maybe it kind of gives a hint that she was going to try and go 3 wide on Lisa and Jess in front of her there, and just didn't know that Roth was there, and just kind of that reacted. They had all 3 of them wrecked there. It took Janice with it. Who else was in it? The 41 car, 44 car was in it. The 90 car. Is that 90 car? Or 06 car?
What about tires? We're halfway through here.
Yeah, it's
Come down pit road.
If you got tires, I guess you probably should, eh?
I don't know. Yeah, Tony mentioned
halfway.
things were screaming.
I don't.
Just say this is old Michigan. The track's a little bit abrasive, so yeah, I'd go in and get tires.
I'm not familiar much with the street stocks. I haven't raced them much on here in a long time, but you're right, Tony. There is any car that doesn't have any downforce and they're using the mechanical grip of the tires is gonna need them. It looks like Casey stayed out.
Oh, they're staying out.
No, we've got some coming down though. That's the best situation for us, I think.
So Jess, Casey. So the first one is Jessica, in the 15 car. She's come down pit road. Chris, you want to look at this paint job while she's on down pit road while her pit crew services her car?
Who is that? Jessica O'Hara?
It's a nice, simple paint job, but it has the nice little snowman on it. It has Santa Claus and the reindeer.
Yeah, on the back. Yeah, it's good. I want to put like a little dude at the bottom and shoot the little snowman, and it looks like a centipede game or something.
That's the first car. The first car I noticed that has the mistletoe in the back there, and just put the "Kiss Me" on the bumper.
Yeah, Janice has Rudolph's red nose on the front of her car. I imagine right position, wrong part of the race. Might get a kiss from Rudolph.
So we'll recap the cars that went down pit road. Obviously, the 43 was down pit road, involved in that wreck. The 15 was down pit road. The 3 car went down pit road. Looks like the 41 is down pit road still.
So yeah, our top 3 stayed out. But I'm curious to see once we once they get pitted and come back out, how many we have that gonna be on fresh tires behind them. Could get real interesting. Fresh cold tires, of course.
Now, did we have a wave around here at all for that?
I would have thought so because with those early wrecks without the cautions, I would have thought they would have been a lap down anyway.
Or a lucky dog? I didn't know if there was a lucky dog.
Hey, Chris, guess who's sneaking her way up through the field there? The 06 of Hannah Howell.
Yeah, big surprise there. She seems to do that every race, doesn't she?
I think the thing that surprises me here is this track seems to be, with these car and track combo, it seems to be producing a pretty good race with these ladies, and it seems to be whenever they get to the 3 wide, they're just not sure where their cars need to be right now, and it's caused some wrecks. But I think as the laps go on here, they're learning.
Well, yeah, like I said, you have to. The 3 wide looks good until it's not, and you kind of have to be in that situation and figure that out for yourself before you know, you know.
Well, you know, it's like that. You know, have that pizza on the counter. It looks good, but you know your nutrition person isn't gonna like that you're eating it. Sometimes it's tempting to go in there and get it, but maybe you shouldn't be, especially early. Maybe you shouldn't be sticking your nose down and going. So the pace car is off here. We're going back to green. So they're hitting the halfway mark this lap.
Green flag, green
Casey's
flag.
bringing us back to the green flag here with Jess and Lisa bringing up second and third, and then Jasmine and Hannah Howell fourth and fifth.
I can't say it's hard. I'm having a hard time picking out Hannah's car because she is not driving that hot pink thing.
It's got the hot pink number, just doesn't have the hot pink car. So Hannah Howell, she's usually one of the ones that's been fast in the last couple weeks.
Oh, yeah, she looks like she didn't get her car fixed, though. She has damage on the front end. Yeah, they have fast repairs, I believe. Maybe they only have one. I'm not sure.
It's showing.
Maybe it was unclicked.
From what I'm showing, it says no limit, so I'm not too sure what happened there. Maybe she.
Oh, man. Yeah, it must have been unclicked. Yeah, she was the one I was going to watch because I was guessing she's got fresh tires. And, yeah, it's usually fast, but, yeah, she's going to have a problem.
Oh, we got side by side for a second there, and they're creeping right behind first place.
We got Lisa's still here in second, but she's being taken on the outside by Jess here. Jess Wooden has just made a nice move on the outside, and looks like, is she going to run the outside? Or is she going to stay out there going into turn 3 and 4 here? Or
I'll say she's got a run on the outside. She can hold it.
She got a nice run down the hill, didn't she?
And she's still on the same tires. So these are all still on the same tires as we go here.
Yeah, the top 5 are on old tires.
Lisa's gone back here a bit after the restart. Looks like she's gotten hung out on the outside here. She hasn't been all race, so maybe she's just learning where her car needs to do on the outside here. She's got the 44 of Jasmine Beach on the inside. Oh, it looks like she's lost that position too. And looks like Ashley's going to come up here and try and get past as well. Yeah, it looks like any of the cars.
Oh, wreck in the back. Wreck in the back.
Whoa.
Oh, there, man, that car just got launched. Oh, there goes another one launched.
Oh!
That.
Janice, was she in that again?
Janice is in it. Ashley.
So many.
Jasmine Beach, Lisa, and who else was in it? You'll have to go back here and check, but that was one big accident.
And make sure your fast repair is clicked. The car is junked, and I can't see the paint anymore.
Hannah Howell looks like she's got a modified.
Many of these.
No nose on that car.
Does any of you guys know if any of these ladies are racing in VR? Because if they are, that would have been one
Yeah.
sickening ride up in the air. So we're gonna go back here and watch. I'm gonna watch on board here with Lisa and see what transpired down the back straightaway. She had the 23 car of Ashley to her inside, and I just think Ashley got a run, and I think she was trying to make it 3 wide here again, and just got hooked on Lisa. Lisa turned into Jasmine after being hooked, and they were all over for a ride there after that.
Yeah, she just turned up into Lisa, and just turned up into Lisa.
Jasmine, she took a ride up into the sky. I think she needs a flight plan for how high she got up there. I think flight control is going to have. They're not going to like that she didn't declare where she was in the sky.
I figured that Griswold ride would take a spin through the grass before this was over with. Something always seems to find her. She's fast, though. She'll be back up here.
Was it Ashley, the other car that got up? Yeah, Ashley was the other car that took the big hit from. She went back up the track, and the weird thing was that she almost flipped over, blowing up the track when transitioned from the grass back to the asphalt, and then she got hit by none other than Janice. Looks like Janice, or no, sorry, Angelica got her again. Angelica was involved in the last wreck. She trying to make her way back for the field, got into this one as well. So
That's probably gonna be the problem too. Now we're under 20 to go. I mean, if you're coming from the back, we see 3 wide doesn't work real well, and you gotta do something, right? It's go time.
I think what we learned there on that restart is the tires didn't seem to make any difference.
No, you're right. It really didn't. Maybe inside the car with how they're handling, maybe it's something we couldn't see. But yeah, speed-wise, definitely didn't seem to make a difference at all.
And sometimes you see that because on a track like this, it's just momentum based. You're not losing momentum with the tires here as much as you're just aerodynamics. So you're trying to manipulate properly. So it looks like we got the 1 to go here. Let's run through the top 5 here. It looks like Jess had gotten past Casey, so Jess has finally got some laps led here for a couple. Casey's second, Jessica O'Hare's third, Vanessa Daly is fourth. Daniela Rutherford is back up in the top 5 here. Looks like she's been hovering around or just hanging around and getting back up to the front here. She's got back in the top 5. Hannah Howell's in 6th. I wonder if she went and got that damage fixed.
No, she still looks like a modified.
And then Lisa's the last car showing right now on the lead lap in 7th. So it looks like some of these cars have gone a lap down trying to get some repairs, maybe because of that bad accident. They probably didn't get back to pit road under their own power.
And Casey does have a lot of bullet holes in her car. I don't know if that's Christmassy or not. I just got done watching Die Hard, though, which technically is a Christmas movie. It could have been sitting outside.
Doesn't it depend on where you grow up? Maybe the bullet holes are part of your.
If you were outside the Nakatomi building.
All right. On that note, let's go back to green here. The pace car pulled off.
Christmas in the hood.
And we got
Green.
Oh, man, we actually got a good side-by-side restart there.
Jess and Casey are now... Oh, okay, Jess pulls down in front of Casey here. So it looks like Jess's car is either she saved her stuff up to this point or was just biding her time until the back half of the race, which is smart, and see what she can do here. Now, we haven't had Casey hasn't been in this situation all race, so let's see what she can do trying to run down Jess here. In third place here is Jessica O'Hare. She's quickly making her way back up to him after the restart here. Like a car that we haven't talked much about at all from this is Vanessa Daly. She's just quickly making us known here, or her car known here, and that car looks like a present. Technically, it's just all wrapping paper.
Man, Casey's doing a pretty good job of kind of controlling this race, but man, it doesn't seem like you just can't get away.
So we still have Casey and Jess. They have yet to, after Casey took over the lead here, but Casey and Jess have yet to pit. In third place, Jessica, she has pitted, but I think maybe her pit stop came because of one of the wrecks.
Yeah, I just wonder if those tires are going to make any difference at all. Or, I mean, the worn tires could help. Like you said, it's a momentum-based car, and those slicker tires they could scrub off less speed. Who knows?
These guys up front here, or these ladies up front here, should not slow down at all, because coming in 5th place there, after getting her car fixed, that 4 car is starting to make her way back through the field, and she's moved into 5th, and she now is setting her sights for Jessica and the rest of the pack up here. She's just got to get some good laps in here. It looks like that last wreck kind of made some of these cars not handle as well, maybe because of damage or what, or tires maybe here, but it looks like it's a little bit more spread out on this restart.
I was going to say the 12 is about to lose a spot to the Angry Penguins there in the 32.
Yeah, I love the Penguins. That's Vanessa's car. You were just talking about Vanessa Daly.
Oh,
Angry
yeah.
Penguins. They're not angry,
Penguins.
but to me, they're angry right now.
I was going to say they could be crying if they get in a wreck, but I don't know what you're seeing. Angry Penguins, they look happy to me. Especially if they're coming to take the lead, they're going to be happy.
Determined Penguins.
So if that car wins, so they're going to be happy feet, right?
Yeah.
I guess you have to do the happy feet dance. Isn't that like the shuffle that DW did when he won the Daytona 500?
yeah, that looks just like the Happy Feet dance.
All right, we got a battle for the lead here. The 36 of Casey and the 12 of Jess are still going at it here on the lead. They're up in the front here for the lead. Casey prevails, coming off 2 again. But the crossover, oh, here we go. Oh, Casey throws a nice block and runs her inside line here and forces Jess to the outside again. It looks like Jess has got the momentum, and she's got to stay a little bit closer on the inside here, I think, to try and make that pass. But she definitely is, I think, lap by lap here, she's trying to figure out where to make the move on Casey.
Jess gets great momentum coming down that hill off the corner.
Yeah, and that's why I thought she was going to get the crossover there, and then when I think she maybe hesitated when the 36 kind of changed lanes.
I think we might have a 3-wide situation brewing at the front of the pack. I know those ladies from 5th on back are hoping that because the racier they get up there, the quicker they're going to catch up.
Well, you got
Lisa is coming.
Vanessa is on the bottom here. Oh, she's on the inside of Jess now, and she's coming up. It looks like she might get second from Jess here if Jess can't hold on to the outside line. It looks like the middle to the bottom here with these cars just seems it's too hard on the outside to make that pass. But you're right, Chris. If these cars keep battling like this, and Lisa can ever get that sniff of the draft here, which I think she's getting a bit, she might get pulled the toe down the straightaways here and pulled up to this pack. And if she gets back in there, I'd be a little worried. I mean, we've got 12 to go here. Still plenty of time, but the laps are winding down. Just looking back at Jess here, and Jackie Swank has an actual, just looking at her paint job, she actually has a sweater painted on the front of her car. And then she has Elf on the side of it.
Yeah, which is like probably my second favorite Christmas movie. So big props there. I'm glad we didn't have like a contest or something. That would suck. I wouldn't have to vote.
I wouldn't want to have to vote for these either. I mean, I'm not an ugly sweater wearing type person, but man, it's a smart idea. This is one heck of an idea to have some of these paint jobs this way. So,
I say all we're missing is a Christmas Story car.
Man, there's too much of it. It's here Christmas Day. It can wait till Christmas Day.
That's the best thing to watch on Christmas Day. All 24 hours of it.
So right now, the top 4 is Casey Marshall, Vanessa Dale. Sorry, I always keep getting that screwed up. Jesse Wooten, or Jess Wooten, and Jessica O'Hare. Go figure. You bring me on the broadcast, the one who can't say any of the names, right?
Yeah, and didn't give you like a proper driver's list or like pronunciations of any of them. There are a couple of drivers that were missing tonight that probably a good thing. Their names are way harder to pronounce than anybody that made it.
So Casey
Right.
Casey seems to be the one that it's going to be really hard to get past her. The battle for second seems to just stay as a side by side, and Casey can just stay in front of them, and there just seems to be no way past if you can't get to that bottom.
But yeah, hopefully she'll be back for the next race, because we are missing a few drivers that I've noticed from the first couple of races I'm not seeing here. Hopefully it was just, kids, my moms were busy situations, and that they'll be back.
So it's now gone single file here for the first time in a couple laps. It's been single file going down the front straightaway. So you got Casey leading still, with Jess second, Jessica third, and Vanessa fourth, with Lisa still in hot pursuit to try and get that. It looks like she's finally made up the ground.
Oh yeah, I've been watching her time, and she's been gaining time every single lap. She's down to about a second from the lead.
Well, what she's also done is it's brought in Alyssa, Queen, and Danielle, who was part of the first accident on the first lap. And yeah, so it's brought a whole bunch of these cars back in. It looks like we're going to have a battle for the win for the top 7 here. Could have all of a chance at winning this race.
Yeah, or maybe even 8. I mean, they check up a little bit there. Jackie Swank, who we were just talking about, is probably within sniffing distance too.
I'll say, unfortunately, only the top 6 are on the lead lap.
Yeah.
But that's what might be helping Lisa there. Is the 62 might be helping her, pushing her.
Yeah, I guess Alyssa Queen is in the battle here, but she's not really in the battle. She's a lap down, but she's at least trying to put herself in a spot in case there's a late caution here. Maybe she might get a lap back, and she does have a fast car, it looks like, if she can get back up here.
I'll say the 32 is falling back, guys. That outside's not working for her.
No, it looks like maybe she's burned up her tires up there, and it's just too much. It's probably it's just too much time turning around the corner on the longer way around the track. And these tires are, well, the leaders haven't pitted at all. The top 2, third place, Jessica has, but I think she was involved in one of the wrecks, is why she's pitted too. I think any of the cars that have pitted here are mostly part of the wrecks, but battle for fourth here. The 4 car still making her way up here. Looks like she might going to be side by side with the 32 coming down the straightaway.
I'll say the 4 car is now less than a half a second.
She's definitely put herself back in this into this battle. She's got time. We're just got 6 to go when we pass the line there, and this battle is just starting to heat up even more. And it's, what's the saying in racing? I think it's go time, guys.
Yeah, I think that outside would work if they get a little bit closer to the inside line. Don't take it so wide there.
Yeah, I think they're just using way too much track and making the distance way too long. Oh!
No!
Up front.
Yellow flag.
Oh!
Oh,
Lisa
he
has
was
a
almost
lot of
through it.
cars.
What'd you say about racing for that lucky dog and maybe getting a lap back?
That's what I was saying. Always got to make sure you're there. They're still wrecking. I was on board with Lisa there when that happened. She had nowhere to go. They just cleaned up the track, and she was guessing outside, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
Well,
Sucks.
we all run VR, so when you're starting to look at something, you're gonna follow it where it goes, and it sucks. The leader Casey was involved. I think that's where it's all started from. With her and was it Jess? I think it was her and Jess got together, and it just from there on it just wasn't. They just got hooked together going into 3, and went up the track, collected the 15, the 32, and it looks like they almost collected everybody out there. But the car that got through, like you said, Chris, was Alyssa. She went through, and looks like she might get. She's back on the lead lap, I think, now too.
Yeah. She'll be lucky if she made it through there without any incident. She'll be the lucky dog.
Well, she did get tapped, so she might lose the lucky dog at that point. But she should be. Oh, it's showing she's on the lead lap now, so that's good. She was the first one through it, so she probably got all the way around. She got to go all the way around. So, well, Alyssa's race is now back going again, and she can fight for the win here because we got Casey's on pit road here getting some fixes, so she's not. She's relinquished the lead. Lisa's got damage. She's still out on the track. I don't know if she's going to pit here. She's got a lot of damage to the front end. Danielle Rutherford, she's got some damage. Jess has got damage. I think it's probably better if we just say who doesn't have damage here. That might be on the lead lap. But Alyssa Queen, now that she's back on the lead lap, she might be one of the luckier ones here for her car seems to be in the best shape, so she might got a chance here. Right, we'll have a green white checkered here.
I was gonna say, Chris, do you remember if we have green white checkers or no? Because I think the first race we didn't.
I believe we do. I thought.
You do have green white checkers for this one, gentlemen.
Oh, I think you beat.
All
It was like the
right,
voice
thank
There
from
we
you.
heaven.
go.
I don't have Discord pulled up, so yeah.
So, but it looks like they're gonna go green before they get to the green white checkers, I believe.
Yeah, Lisa does have quite a bit of damage to that right front, man. I don't know that she's gonna have the speed she needs here at the end. Who knows? I mean, the hood just has a little crinkle, but that right front quarter panel is pretty banged in.
So we just got the one to go here. So we're gonna do our first green white checkered that's not a green white checkered in the 3 green white checkers. So this could be a long ending here.
Yeah.
Could be a long ending here. We got some opportunities here, but they also could they could battle this out. So
Still anybody's race.
so right now it's showing that Lisa is leading right now with Danielle as second and Jess Wooden as third. Casey Marshall's fourth. Lynetta Roth is showing fifth. And Alyssa Queen is sixth with Jackie. It looks like Jackie Swan also got her lap back. So we got 7 cars on the lead lap here.
Oh, what are all these cars doing?
I think they're sorting out the there was lap cars that got mixed up here.
I'm kind of looking at the cars behind Lisa there, and it looks like most of them got that damage fixed. So
We're going green here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green. I don't know. Oh.
Oh! What is this?
The 12 car got a good launch there. I don't know if the 4 car didn't think she could. Lisa didn't think she could go, but for some reason it was letting those lap cars be part of the restart here. And it looks like Jess got the whole shot there, and she's pulled out. With Casey, right? Casey got the good restart as well, and she's up to second place. And so we got Lynetta Roth third. And who's she battling? Alyssa Queen for fourth. It's a battle for third there. It looks like 3-car battle. For Danielle with Danielle.
White flags in the air. And that 36 is coming up pretty quick. Against 12 here. Will she make it?
Let's see if she can make it. The 12 is out front. We're going to coming out of turn 2 here. Looks like the 36.
Looks like 12 just got a little bit of loose there, and 36 is right on her back of her bumper. She's looking on the outside just a smid. Now looking on the inside for the pass.
No! Oh, they're good. Let's see. Can they gather
through
it
the grass?
Get it through the grass. It's gonna be
they save it! Oh!
Who's gonna get through here? This is gonna be. Danielle Rutherford is going to win this race.
Oh, wow. Survived the last lap.
She is going to come home with the win. That is one heck of a finish here on the ladies of iRacing. Ugly Sweater Party 100.
I think Jess just stopped flipping.
Casey never got home. So it looks like Jackie Swank finishes second. Lisa gets third out of all that with the top 3. Jess Wooten is upside down on the roof. It's showing her scored as fourth, but it looks like Alyssa Queen got fourth. Lynetta Roth fifth. It's moved Jessie Wood down to sixth. It might even move her back further. I don't know.
She's still flipping, I think, somewhere.
Somebody needs to go down and check, make sure she's okay. I want to congratulate Danielle Rutherford on a great patient race. That was a great win, and sometimes you got to be lucky to win one of these.
Man, what a great race, though. Man, that was some impressive race, and that last lap was insane.
I was ready to call the pass in the grass there, and that was actually going to be the pass in the grass.
Hey, guys, we're going to bring Danielle up. You guys can talk with her in a moment.
Awesome.
Danielle, our race winner's with us, number 41.
Well, congratulations, Danielle. How do you feel after, obviously this is your first win, so how do you feel?
I'll say she's muted.
Here with Danielle in a sec here. Let me get these technical difficulties sorted out.
I'm so disorganized I can't even get to the right chat channel. There we go.
Danielle, can you hear us?
I'll say, Chris, that finish reminded me of the first race that we broadcasted, where all the leaders ended up wrecking, and an unexpected winner won that one.
I was thinking the same thing, but I wasn't going to bring it up because I couldn't remember who the winner was.
Yeah, guys, looks like Danielle is self-muted, and I can't undo that for you, so we won't be able to speak with Danielle tonight.
Oh, that's too bad. That's okay. She's probably got some celebrating to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's one hell of a race that we've got to witness there. And I don't know, do you want to go? Should we go back and see what all transpired on that last lap?
Yes, bring us through it.
Try
It might
that.
take a minute.
Danielle, are you with us?
Oh, looks like we might be able to speak to our winner, Danielle. Are you there, Danielle?
Danielle?
Can you hear us, Danielle?
Yeah, she must have got off, guys. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, it's too bad we could let her tell us what happened on
Hey, can you hear
the
me?
last lap. So I think she probably had the
Danielle!
best view of it. That actually might be the right place to whip
Yes, I'm
from.
here.
Hey, we'll try
Okay,
for a
that's the
third
last
time.
time.
Danielle, can you hear us through Discord?
Yes, I can.
All right, we can hear you. I can hear you in race. So, what does it feel like to win your first race there, the ladies of iRacing?
It's a little different. This was my second race ever. Definitely unexpected, but exciting.
Well, I don't know if you could have picked a better way to win. Obviously, you probably want to win and be the most dominant car, but to win on a wild finish and come through that mess in turn 3 and 4, what did you see there as you came through there?
I saw a car going over me, and I just tried to miss as much as I could and just power through since it was the last lap. So I just kind of held my breath and kept going.
And you're not lying when you said there was a car over top of you. You went directly underneath and made that pass. Now I know you had a tough start to the race, but were you worried at all that you were going to get back up to the front there and have a chance at it?
My goal was honestly just to finish without wrecking. So any finish from there would be better.
And you did such a great job of making sure that you kept the car in one piece to get up there. I mean, there was a lot of wrecks through the middle of the race there, and you were able to make your way back to the front and have a car to be in the contention for it. So sometimes, like I said to the guys in the broadcast, I said you don't always have to have the fastest car. Sometimes you can be lucky too and pull one of these races out. And we congratulate you on your first win of the ladies of iRacing, and we hope that you can keep it up.
Wonderful. Thanks for having me. It's a great league to be in. Everyone's very nice and welcoming. I can't wait to have the next race. Thanks.
Thanks, Danielle.
Congrats.
Okay, guys, that's it for the winners chat. You want to go say anything in closing?
Well, Chris, Tony, I mean, obviously, I get to. This is popping my broadcasting for a race cherry here, so I'm gonna. I guess I'll thank you guys for inviting me out to help host with you guys here tonight.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, thanks for coming out, man. You did a great job. I really
Sorry about
appreciate
missing
it.
my shift on
Yeah,
that last
thanks to Pete
restart.
again
I
for
couldn't.
putting this all
I
together
don't know.
for
I
us.
didn't mean
But
to
it
hit
was
anymore.
a lot of fun. Great race.
I'll say we just replaced one Canadian with another. That's all right.
Yeah, see, it's easy.
Well, Tony and I only live about an hour apart, so it's not too bad. But what a race to watch! I mean, that last lap was shaping up to be something spectacular, and I don't think we were disappointed in how it finished. I mean, I'm sure Jess and Casey are going home feeling or taking a little bit out of this one, and throwing they could have had a 1-2 finish here or something and had a good solid finish. But I know when you're racing, it's hard to separate sometimes where you're going to finish, right?
Where your cars?
That could have been one awesome finish there, and they were doing a hell of a job to try and keep the cars going straight. But I want to thank everybody for watching tonight, and anybody that goes back and rewatches this, you're not going to be disappointed for what you weren't disappointed for watching this race. And that's it for the ugly sweater 100 from Michigan.
I was gonna say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thanks to iRacers Lounge podcast Aftermath for hosting most of this, and Ladies of iRacing for giving us a great broadcast. hope everybody enjoyed the race. Thanks to everybody's hard work, dedication, and I think the ladies did a great job. The ugly sweater party was fantastic. I think that we'll look for many more fun and entertaining races to go. And hopefully you guys join us, and more ladies out there that want to know why we're so addicted, why your man's so addicted to racing. Come on out and race with the ladies of iRacing, and give them a shout, and check them out on Facebook. Of course, this video, and thanks Chris Scales, Gregory Hectus, Tony Rochette for hosting this thing. You guys did a fantastic job as always. So from the ladies of iRacing, I'm just going to say goodnight. Sleep well and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.